Okay, let me know if you guys can hear me, if it's still... Is it better? Just let me know in the chat. Just let me know if you can hear me, and if it's going a little better. We'll wait a few more moments just for everybody to get back in here. I know it's a different link, I think. Okay, so it's good. I changed the latency in the video settings, so I hope that's a little better. Perfect. We'll wait a few more moments. Perfect. Is it too loud for you guys? I know it's going to be a little bit lower when I go back there, but... Okay, perfect. So it was just in the settings. Sorry for that. Thank you everybody for joining me this morning. Good morning. My room is pretty. Thank you. It's really minimalistic. Really, really minimalistic. And I find it a bit dark today though. I have all the lights on and the window open, but it's still dark. So I hope you guys can somewhat see me. The camera is going to go in and out because just the settings are just really off today. What am I wearing today? Perfect. Great. So, good. All right. So let me see who's in here. Okay. So we have 53 people. I think some people kind of fell off after that. See, it's saying the same thing again. Is there any issues or is it going smoothly? And then we'll start. Just let me know if it's going smoothly. It's still going good. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. A little stressed with the settings here, but otherwise I am doing amazing. Excited to smooth is better. Perfect. I'm excited to join you guys today. I know I ramble on a lot before we start and everybody always yells at me to get started. Perfect. Great. Hopefully it goes smoothly throughout the class. If not, then I don't know what to tell you. So do you guys want to start laying or seated today? So we're winging this. I kind of just want to go wherever the body takes us today. Do I have a link for my outfit? Yes, it is in the description. It is Liquido Active, not the top, but the bottom. So do you guys want to start seated or laying today? You like my rambles? Thank you so much for that compliment. Laying. Okay, so everybody wants to start laying, seated. We'll go from laying and then seated, and then we'll end in our Shavasana. So feel free to have some props nearby. Depends. I'm not going to do any poses that specifically need props, but everybody is different. If you have some pillows, some blocks nearby, feel free to grab those. I'll give you a moment to get those, and then we'll get started. And this will be like a 15, 20 minute practice. So we'll start laying. That's kind of, oh no, we're getting a lot of seated. You know what? Let's start seated and then we'll finish with the laying postures and our Shavasana. So grab your props if you need, pillows if you're feeling inflexible, if you're feeling a bit tense, you might want to have pillows, always listen to your body. It is early morning, so we're not as flowy as we are throughout the day. For some of you, it's evening. This is a class you can do any time of the day. Like the video? Yes, please like this video. Share it. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to move my chair. Let me just see what's happening here. Okay, so I'm leaving the chat. It'll still be open. Feel free to ask me questions. This class will be about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, maybe 25. I usually go a little over. And we're kind of winging it today. So we're gonna go wherever the body takes us. And I'm just gonna step back a bit and just let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Just let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Was that okay? The volume? Can you hear me? Testing. Is everybody on their mats? Just type if you can hear me. Okay, perfect. Good. So we're definitely delayed, I think. Great. So we'll start seated. I'll just leave the chat there. We'll start seated and just taking a moment here to connect with the breath, come to the present moment, observing the body, just checking in with the body. So maybe come to a comfortable seat, whatever works for you. If your knees are high in any of this the cross-leg seat, feel free to place some pillows underneath the knees. So you can place pillows underneath the knees. You can even sit on a pillow or blocks, whatever you have on hand. Sitting up nice and tall. Take a nice big inhale, drawing the breath into the chest, and as you exhale, completely sigh out any tension in the shoulders, and maybe start to find a neutral spine. You can even rock forward and back. Just take a moment here to find the neutral spine, sitting up tall, lifting through the sternum. Again, as you exhale, just softening the shoulders, slightly lifting the chin. And just start to find a gentle movement within the neck, feeling out all the clicks and ticks. So just circling the neck or maybe rocking the head side to side, whatever the body needs today. Feel free to let your hair down. And we'll go opposite direction. We'll come back to center. We'll make a fist with both hands and just begin to circle the wrist. Once again, just feeling out all the clicks and ticks here. And we'll go opposite direction. Go ahead and inhale the hands up overhead. Nice big inhale. As you exhale, left hand to the mat. Right hand reaches up and over for a side stretch. Opening that shoulder, take your gaze up. Take a moment here. Maybe if you can go a little deeper today, if the body allows it, you can come to your forearm. No pressure. Stay wherever you feel most comfortable. On your next inhale, reaching the hands up overhead. Exhale, side stretch towards your right. Again, feel free to come down to your forearm if the body allows it today. You want both sit bones resting on the mat or your pillow or block. Take your gaze up, gently opening that left shoulder. If you need to bend the left elbow, feel free to do so. We'll inhale, reach back up. Exhale, taking a twist towards the left. Left hand behind you, right hand on the left knee. Again, finding that neutral spine. Sit tall, lift through the sternum. Exhale, soften the shoulders. We'll take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale the hands back up. Reach tall. Exhale, twisting towards your right. Inhale, lifting through the sternum. Exhale, softening the shoulders. Full inhale. Exhale. Gently release, and we'll just find some movement in the spine. So just circling the waist, maybe just rocking side to side. Just a quick moment here, tuning into the body. Notice how the spine is feeling this morning or this evening. And we'll go opposite direction. We'll come back to center. Go ahead and come to a tabletop pose, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Feel free to have the hands a little further up if that feels best today. We'll inhale, dropping the belly, take your gaze up. Exhale, round through the spine, take your gaze down. Inhale, dropping the belly. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale, round. Go ahead and tuck the toes. We're going to send the hips back for down dog. Feel free to have a generous bend in the knees. No need to straighten the legs. Again, listening to the body here. Feel free to walk one knee, walk the other. Wherever you are, just pressing the mat away from your hands, away from your feet. Now that you're supported here, be strong. Pulling the shoulders away from the ears, tailbone towards the sky. Let the head be heavy. We'll take one more breath here. We'll exhale. Inhale, walk or step to the top of the mat, coming right into a half lift, flat back, so just straightening the legs. Feel free to come up as high as you need, pressing the tailbone back, leading with the chest. Take one more breath here. As you exhale, go ahead and take a fold. Feel free to bend the knees. Stay here for a quick moment. Allow the thighs to really support your torso. Feel free to have your hands on the mat, or you can grab opposite elbows. Allowing your upper body to be really heavy here, softening the neck. You might start to feel a warmth throughout the back of the legs. Hang in there. We'll take one more breath. We'll exhale. On the inhale, come to standing, reaching the hands up overhead. Exhale, heart center. Take a moment. Go ahead and interlace your fingers behind your back, pressing the fists towards the mat. Opening the chest, take your gaze up. Full inhale, and as you exhale, go ahead and bend the knees. We're going to start to fold forward. Now you can keep your fists at your tailbone, or you can start to lift them up over the head. Again, softening the neck, let the head be heavy. Take one more inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs, half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back into plank. Hold it for one inhale. As you exhale, plant the knees. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, untuck the toes. Up dog or cobra, slight bend in the elbows for your cobra. Take one more breath here, drawing the breath into the chest. Exhale, tuck the toes, send the hips up for down dog. Feel free to bend the knees. Pressing the mat away from you. Go ahead on an exhale, plant the knees, coming right into your tabletop pose. We're going to keep the toes tucked, send the hips towards your heels. Keeping the hands reaching forward, as far forward as you can, so you're lengthening through the spine and maybe finding a gentle rocking motion here within the hips and the feet. So just getting the blood flowing. Maybe feeling your breath as you inhale, feeling your belly pressing into your thighs. Feel free to even take the forehead down to the mat if that feels good. And we'll come into our tabletop pose. We'll take the wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Go ahead and straighten the left leg, tucking the left toes. Here we're going to press into the left heel, almost like you're pressing the heel into a wall. Pressing the mat away from your hands. Engage the core. Go ahead and spin out the right foot, so you're taking the right foot out towards the right side of the mat. And then the left toes are naturally going to start to point towards the left side. So your whole body is open towards the left side. Tuck the tailbone, pressing the pubic bone forward. Inhale, reaching the left hand up and over. Pressing the mat away from your right hand. Lifting out of that shoulder. Be strong. We'll take one more breath. Full exhale, plant the hand to the mat. Take a moment, shake it out. You can bend one elbow, bend the other. Feel free to just rock side to side. You can even circle the right wrist. And then we'll come back to center, straightening the right leg, tucking the right toes, pressing into the right heel. Again, try not to dip into the shoulders here. Press out of the upper back, pressing the mat away from you. Take one more breath. Exhale, spin the left foot out towards the left side of the mat. Right toes pointed towards the right side. Tucking the tailbone, pressing the pubic bone towards the right side of the mat. Inhale, reaching the right hand up and over. Drawing the breath into the belly. Feeling the right side body expand as you inhale. Full exhale, one more breath. Exhale, plant the hands. Go ahead and shake it out. Take a moment here. And we'll send the hips towards the heels. Feel free to take the knees nice and wide if that feels good. If not, just keep the knees together. We'll walk the hands forward, taking the forehead or cheek to the mat. Now, option here, if this is a bit intense, and it will be for many, no worries, just place pillows between the hips and heels, so it's just gonna elevate your hips a little. And you can even place pillows underneath the torso, so almost like you're hugging the pillows. So that'll give you a little more height, less of a stretch, and you will be able to kind of relax deeply into the pose. We'll begin to draw the breath into the chest. As you exhale, softening the upper back, the shoulders, the arms. The hands, the fingers. We'll draw the breath into the belly, maybe start to feel the lower back expanding, the waistband of your pants getting a little bit tighter here as you inhale. As you exhale, softening the hips, the feet and the toes. Just taking a moment here to observe the body. You might have built up some warmth at the beginning of the class. You might notice the body starting to cool down. On your next inhale, we'll gently come all the way up. Take your time. We'll go ahead and cross the ankles, coming all the way down to our backs. We'll take the feet mat width distance and just begin to gently rock the knees side to side, and you can have your hands just resting to your sides, or if you'd like a little bit of a stretch in the upper body, you can take the elbows in line with the shoulders. And just rolling over the glutes, the sacrum. Come back to center, bring the big toes to touch, and we'll just allow the knees to fall open, bottoms of feet to touch. Now if the knees are a bit higher, if this pose is a bit too intense, you can place pillows or blocks, blankets, whatever you have on hand, underneath the knees to just help support them. So you'll have less of a stretch. You can place your right hand on your belly, left hand on your heart, and just taking a moment here to check in with the body, observing the body, drawing the breath into the chest. As you exhale, softening the shoulders, the upper back, the mid-back. Drawing the breath into the belly. As you exhale, softening the lower back, allowing the spine to find a neutral position here. And in doing so, you might notice the stretch getting slightly more intense. No reacting, just observing here. And again, modify if needed. Softening the inner thighs, the hips, the ankles, the bottoms of the feet. On your next inhale, we'll lift the knees. Take your time. Feel free to take a moment just to rock the knees side to side. And whenever you're ready, we'll take the left leg and just crossing it over the right. Feel free to skip this pose if it doesn't feel good for you today. You can always come to something that you enjoy more. And you can stay right here, or you can draw the knees in towards the chest. You can grab opposite ankles, or you can grab the knees. Whatever works for you today. And you can even rock gently side to side. We'll release, switching sides. Take your time, crossing the right leg over the left. You could stay right here, or go ahead and hug the knees in towards the chest. You can even maybe take this moment to observe the lower back, connecting with the mat, maybe rocking side to side. We'll gently release, hugging the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug here, big squeeze. Give yourself some gratitude for showing up to the mat today. When you're ready, we'll take the feet to the bottom of the mat, hands to your sides, palms facing up. Preparing for Shavasana. So we'll take this one moment, as always, out of our day, out of our practice, for some out of our week, to just be. So to be here with the body in its fully relaxed and present state, and to soak in all the work we just did. We'll do a quick body scan here, working from the crown of the head to the root of the body, the feet. We'll begin to soften the forehead, keeping a gentle gaze with the eyes, or begin to close the eyes. And we'll soften the jaw, allowing the chin to fall naturally, softening the back of the neck. Drawing the breath into the chest, maybe feeling the ribs expand as you inhale, feeling the upper body lift. As you exhale, softening the shoulders, the upper back, softening the ribs. Allowing the arms to be heavy, hands to be heavy. Allowing the fingertips to naturally curl inward. We'll draw the breath into the belly. Nice big inhale. Biggest breath you've taken today. And as you exhale, softening the mid-back and the lower back. Observing the connection between the sacrum and the mat. Taking a moment to observe the hips. Softening the knees and allowing the feet to naturally splay out. We'll rest here a few more moments. Continue working through the body. Just observing the body, observing the breath. Gently begin to wake up the body, wiggling the fingers and toes. Maybe rocking the head side to side. Feel free to bend the knees. You can rock the knees side to side. And we'll roll over towards our right. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Gently come to a comfortable seat. Take your time. I invite you to join me for an Om. Full inhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you so much for joining. Come a little closer for you guys. How was that? Oh, so many of you are talking. How was that for you guys? Perfect. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. I'm just reading the previous messages. Yes, we will do this again. Hopefully, if I can stay consistent with the lives, we should do it every Sunday. So far, everybody likes Sunday. Om Shanti 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 Om. Thank you so much for joining. So everybody likes Sunday. Everybody always says they like Sunday. So this should be more of a regular thing. Do you guys have any questions for me or about the practice? Oh, I'm so glad, V, that you liked the first live class. I'm glad. I'm sorry for the issues at the beginning, but hopefully that kind of smoothed out. I'm so glad, Ayla, I hope I'm saying your name right, that this class helped you get out of bed and start your day. Oh, Charisse, that's okay. Oh, that's so amazing you guys do the classes together. That's amazing. Hopefully we can do this again next week. How was the time today for you guys? I know we always do like a kind of different time, but I like to play around and just see what works best for you guys. Brian says he got a new watch on. That's great. That's amazing. Ayla, I'm happy I got, I'm not good at pronouncing names at all, so I'm glad I got that one. Sonia, I'm glad that this could be, oh, this was your first class. Amazing. Monica's doing the 30-day challenge for inflexibility. Amazing. I'm glad that this class worked for you. Yes, so I have it will be saved. I have a playlist. If you go to the playlist tab, you'll see like live classes there. And yeah, I have every live class we've done so far there. And yeah, they should all be saved. Sorry guys, I'm still reading. Your whole neighborhood watches my lessons? Aaliyah, yes, hopefully we'll do this more often. I really do want to make this more consistent. Sorry, I'm turning this down because it keeps peeking at the red. I really hope to make this a little more consistent so you guys can, you know, feel like more of a community. It's always nice to, even if it's just a basic, you know, quick practice, I think it's always nice to come together and just have a live class, especially now during COVID. It's like everybody is so distant with each other. There's some really bad comments in here, so I'm hoping you guys aren't seeing those. I'm going to try and block him. Will I be getting more sizes in for the clothes in my links? They're not, it's not my brand. It's not my brand. That's something you have to, I hope so. I hope that there can be more inclusivity with brands. So you can always message them and ask. I've asked as well with no reply back. So to me, that's a bit of a problem, but it's always nice to really keep going at it and keep asking for more inclusivity, even with your favorite brands. Perfect. Does anybody have any questions? Aaliyah, sometimes she gets dizzy. You know what? A lot of people, even me, I kind of black out sometimes if I'm in a forward fold and I come up too high. So that's kind of normal. If that does happen, also, if there's underlying conditions, that's something that you need to take up with your doctor. But if it does happen just, randomly that you do black out or feel a bit dizzy coming out of forward folds, especially, and just take your time moving. You don't have to move so fast, or you can go at your own pace. So don't feel pressured to go in a quicker pace. Happy early birthday, Brian. How old are you going to be? Heath says, my practices help his anxiousness. Feels like Xanax. Yeah, yoga is it's really something. It's really great when you suffer from anxiety. What can I do for soreness after long exercises? Sarah asked that. Foam roll. Soak in a salt bath, Epsom salt, warm bath, and even just say you do like a leg day, you can even just lay on your mat and just kind of rock the knees side to side, rolling over the glutes, and of course stretching. I highly recommend yin yoga. If you do work out, you lift weights or feel sore after running, yin yoga is a great addition to your routine. Advice for wrist pain. First, get it checked by your doctor. Make sure that it's just a general pain and nothing too serious. Could be overuse, but a lot of times it could also be like carpal tunnel. Could be just the ligaments inside that need a little more examining. So I can't really comment on that, but just like to keep the overall health of your wrist, you just want to bring movement into the entire body. So even if it's just gentle movement, even if it's just breathing, you want to bring movement into your body, and that will help keep the overall health of your entire body. Is there a link to contribute? Yeah, if you'd like to donate, there should be. I don't see it here for some reason. There's usually a little money $sign that you can donate to, or in the description of this video, there should be a link to my PayPal. If you do, completely optional, not necessary, Joanna, but if you do want to contribute, there's a link in the description. Any suggestions to increase volume of air intake? So if you're trying to take deeper breaths, if you want to breathe longer in, I'm guessing that's the question. You'll want to slow your inhales. Slow your inhales, count to 4, maybe start with 3 if you're just beginning. Inhale. Hold at the top of the inhale for 3 or 4. Exhale for 4 or 5. Stop. Hold for 3, 4. And then just repeat that cycle. Same thing if you're in yoga poses, say a supine twist, or any poses that you feel like the chest is a bit tight and it's maybe hard to breathe. And even if you're laying over a block, if you start to slow your inhale, you can even hold it. Even if your inhale is only 2 seconds long, it's okay. You're going to get there. But you need to start in order to lengthen your breath and really creates that space. Really creates space within the body, and you just feel so free. Can you do yin yoga as a cool down after a workout? Of course. Yes. I have many practices on my page that you can check out for yin yoga. It's a really, really great way to end your workouts. Anahita says, hi, my mother says she can't do the baby pose because her knees hurt. Is that right, or is she able to do it? A lot of poses it's going to be different for everybody. So maybe she has a bit of knee issues. I don't know if she has any knee issues or has any previous problems with the knees. I know I had an overuse problem, I think like 2 years ago. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I was out of service for like 2 weeks, laying down because I literally could not walk. I thought I was a goner. I could not walk. But the doctor told me it was just overusage. It would go away and it worked. But now I still get like pain here and there. So I can't run prolonged time. So I walk a lot instead of running. So there's certain things that you want to avoid if you do feel knee pain, or simply maybe she's just going too far in it. It could also be tightness of the muscles, so lack of flexibility, tension. So it could be anything. I say just do what feels good. If something doesn't feel good, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's not about what you can do. It's about how you feel. And if you don't feel good, there's no point in doing it. There's so many more options that she can do and explore instead of feeling pain. And we have to make yoga accessible for our bodies. So just because somebody can do one thing doesn't mean that it's going to be right for us. There's many things that I don't do because it just doesn't feel right for my body. Have you done chakra yoga? No, I don't have any classes up for chakra yoga. Have I been to India? No, I haven't. That's on the bucket list. That would be such an amazing, beautiful experience. What can I do to relieve back pain? Any suggestions? Check some of my videos. For general back pain, I don't do yoga for injuries, but general back pain, just to help balance out your lifestyle, I have a ton of videos on there. Wanda says, you're so sweet and patient. I'm 46 with spine injury and nerve damage. I feel great every class I do with you. Thank you for, I'm so happy. So that makes me so happy to know that the classes are really helping you feel your best. Thank you so much for everybody who joined. I see some people heading out. Perfect. Great. So I think I answered everything. If I forgot your question or if I didn't see your question, I apologize. Thank you everyone for joining. Yeah. It's almost 10. I can't believe it went this long. There's still 59 people in here. Wow. All right. Is there any more questions before we head out? Thank you so much. Perfect. Great. So hopefully we can do this again next Sunday. There won't be I know I have a schedule. I have all the class written down on my website. You can always go on my website. There should be a link somewhere on my channel. And inside the community tab, you'll see all the month's classes that are coming up. But today there won't be a class because I decided to swap it for a live. So I might do that next Sunday as well. And the Sundays to come if Sunday is the day. Yes, I actually did an instructional video for headstands that you can check out. It's on the, I'll probably update it because I feel like it could be just a bit more instructed better. I don't know how to say that. I feel like it can be guided a little better, so I'll probably redo that. I know I left a poll on the community tab, and a lot of people said they wanted to learn headstands, so I can actually do a new one, an updated one. Great, thank you so much for joining me. I see there's a lot of people from all over the world. I'm so grateful that you guys joined. Oh, Charisse, thank you so much for this $5 donation. I really appreciate that. Yes, next Sunday is July 18th. You're right. All right, everyone. So tomorrow there will be a new class. Can I do yoga for... I don't do yoga for weight loss. I've never had to lose weight, and I just feel like there's so many other ways that you can be on your weight loss journey. I think yoga is a great addition to a weight loss journey, but I feel like yoga is just so much more than that. Yoga is a great way to add on to that weight loss journey, but to help you also feel really good in your skin. So I would never want to, label something about weight loss when I have never had to experience that. But I also feel like it shouldn't be about that. It should be about loving who you are and be that extra addition to you feeling your absolute best on your weight loss journey or not on a weight loss journey. So I do recommend doing yoga if you are working out, doing Pilates. Yoga is a great way to feel your best no matter what. Thank you so much, Erin. Oh, there's 2 Erins. Perfect. Thank you all. I can ramble on and on and on. I will end it here because the last time our thing cut out, I know, I think it went over an hour. So thank you everybody for joining. I really appreciate you all for being here. And so I will hopefully do another live next Sunday. Perfect. Hope to see you all there. Namaste. Thank you for joining. Have a great Sunday.